So the next task that we're going to do is we're going to use the Pathfinder tool. So in order to do that first, we need to object, unlock all. Okay, so we want to be able to reach everything now. We're going to click on the background first to deselect everything. Then we'll click on our photograph of our koala and we will delete that with the backspace key on your keyboard. And so then we just have the line drawing of the koala in the background. Now, at the moment, these are individual lines on the inside. The outside is a shape that we can fill, but we cannot fill most of these individually because they're just lines. So in order to make them shapes that we can fill individually, we will select all. So Control A selects all. And then we will go to Window and down to Pathfinder. And in Pathfinder, we'll locate the tool that allows us to divide. So select Divide. And so now what that's done is it's divided all these lines into individual shapes. But if these lines weren't touching, then there won't be individual shapes that we can fill. So if we click on this, so you can see that there's a line around the outside. So that should be a shape that we can fill. And you can move around and check some of them to see how successful. And I can see perhaps there's not one in here, so that might be a problem. Colour later. So most of them, not all of them, were successful. And so we'll have to go back and play around with that a little bit later. What that means is if you have some lines that don't actually meet at an intersection, then you can go back and drag those lines with a direct selection tool. So most of them join those, so it's hard to show you. So we zoom in, view outline. So viewing the outline, that gives you a wireframe, so you can see how successful you were. And that's really a good way to work when you want to be 100% accurate with your lines. So if I go over here, I can see that those lines aren't very accurate. So what I could do is zoom in with the direct selection tool, which is the white arrow. I can select that node and move them around individually. You have to make sure you're selecting the right one. So if I want to change things like that, move them around. Okay, so we'll go back to normal view. So view GPU view and Control 0, which fits it all in the screen. And so save it now, and next we'll be moving on to the gradient tool.